Well, these players, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Yeah! Scott, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. And 1 out now.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Shields at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The next pitch misses. Ball 2. And
that's ball 3.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Tim Raines will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hernandez on the move. Takes it in for the out. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Marcus Grissom. And he has a chance to homer for the 2nd time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tucker under it. That is the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show.
Can't get it for cheap. I hit a cat when you give him a speech. I'm at the top, so they gunning for me. I gotta eat us up on a petite. Lay all the sauce and I go on the beat. My competition, it gotta be me.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Mel Rojas. Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here. You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off. Go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Here's a 1-2. That's the 3rd, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th. So up next, Miguel Rojas.
get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. There's a line drive to left field. 2 down.
That was a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Back to the top of the order. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 3.
Whoa, that's down.
Popped up. Wallace should have this one. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brusdar Graterol. Leading off, Larry Walker. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. That's in there. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
Foul ball. This one in the air, right field. And there are 2 down. Here's the catcher, Gary Carter. Outside low, ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Emmett Sheehan getting loose out there. Stewart also throwing. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Betts whips it to first. And they take care of Carter for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. The Expos have the advantage, 4-1. John Wildman on a pitch out of the pen here. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Ball. Down.
The 1-0.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Here's a 1-1. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Freeman, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
0-1 down. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay. He's in there.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One out, a runner at second. Here at the top of the 9th. Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. He brought it back. What a play.
With a guy like this with so much pop at the plate, you're going to play a little bit deeper and make sure you can time it up in case there's an opportunity to steal a home run. Well, he did just that. Perfect footwork at the fence and reaches up and makes the grab.
So it's their last chance in this one. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a pop-up. That's the ball game.
Well, with the 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next game of the week.
I saw you distant light across the ocean again. I thought it was a sign that I was close to the end. Fading fireworks let your name across the night sky. Out on the open ocean, I'll never let you go again. I followed your footsteps through the dark. The colors shape an amazing display, but Aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The faintest traces that Jay left to paint in memory.